Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. We're at CW18 and My 24th Family Fest 2014 here at Southridge Mall. It's a free event that includes fun activities for the entire family. There are celebrity appearances, live performances, and so much more all weekend long. It is my pleasure to have here today a young lady who is a true example that dreams do come true. She placed in the top 11 on the 10th season of American Idol and has been flying high ever since. Miss Naima Adedapo.
Hey.
Hi, Naima.
How are you?
It is a pleasure to have you here.
It's always good to talk with you.
And the last time we sat on this show and had a conversation, we were sitting on the lake with the wind blowing through our hair.
Yeah.
It was just a little cold, but nowhere near as cold as it is now.
Right. That's true.
We'll get by the lake again soon.
Yes.
But for now, it's great to have you here at Family Fest.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us what you've been up to.
Oh my Lord, everything. Traveling more often than not, actually. I've been going down to Nashville about 1 week out of every month to go write, and it has been transforming for me. It's been one of those things that I've just fallen in love with, and basically I feel like it's becoming the essence of who I am as a person. Now, I heard Taylor Swift say something about songwriting when she said that she would be socially awkward sometimes because she would be thinking about ideas in her head or thinking about a melody, and I'm getting to that place. I feel like
it's kind of like comedians. You know, they sit back and take things in, and then the next thing you know, they come up with a joke. It's the same thing for you.
Absolutely.
You're taking things in, and next thing you know, you have a song.
Right. Except I had to check back in with what they were saying. Like, what you say? Because I was singing that melody. No.
Oh, I love that.
Right.
So the last time we did talk, I just said we were getting ready for Summerfest, and you were debuting your new show, your new band, your new music, all of those good things, and you were performing on one of the biggest stage at Summerfest, opening up for Gavin DeGraw. What was that experience like for you?
It was awesome. You know, it's a homecoming for me. I always say that because I worked at Summerfest, and so I see everybody that I used to work with, and it's always a pleasure to be there. But to be on that stage, it was the BMO stage, and to see all of the people coming out to hear music that I've put my heart into and that has come from my soul, and the songs that I've written and things of that nature, it's a dream come true. I know that's cliche, but it really is.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I think is really awesome is that a lot of us are watching your dream come true. It's right before our very eyes, and I think it's important that we take a moment to look back on your journey up to this point. It's so inspiring in so many ways. For those who don't know, you just mentioned that you were once a part of the grounds crew at Summerfest. And then the next thing we know, you're up on stage performing at Summerfest. So that in itself is pretty awesome. But you had said that you wanted that job at Summerfest specifically so you could be in the mix of great music.
And that's people have a misconception sometimes about it. I know there was the dirty part of the job where you're cleaning toilets and cleaning up after folks, but honestly, I'm one of those people that can't sit down for very long in one space, and so to be on the lake in the summertime, moving around and hearing music, that's the ideal job for me, honestly. So I'll take that. Exactly. And I had a wonderful, crew, and it was one of those, I find that the people that work at Summerfest build a camaraderie, and it's really nice.
And it was obviously a part of your journy.
Absolutely.
And so no questions at this point. Everything was fate. And I'm interested in talking a little bit about how you ended up here in Milwaukee. You moved here with your mom.
I did.
At 10 years old.
I did at 10 years old.
And you graduated with honors from the UWM Peck School of the Arts with a BA of Fine Arts and Dance.
Yes.
You toured the country with the international renowned Kothi Dance Company.
I did.
And you act as well. So you are what we would call a triple threat.
Yeah, so. Kind of, I guess,
I'll take that too. When did you realize you were good at all these things?
I feel like you don't really realize it. You just feel as if it's a part of you. It's who you are. It's not like, oh, I'm good at this. It's like, this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I feel. This is what makes me happy. You know what I mean?
I do.
It took me, honestly, I think it was in high school that I realized that I could really actually kind of sing, and people were affected by my singing and things like that. Exactly.
Yeah.
I had one girl come up to me and say, you know, Naima, I was really seriously, and this is a serious thing, but she came up to me and she said, I was thinking about taking my life until I heard your voice. And for me, that was like,
wow.
you know, that's one of those kind of life-changing moments, like, wow, to just hear someone's voice or hear something that makes you feel that way, it kind of, for me, became a calling, you know, like, wow, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. Maybe this will help me change lives or whatever. I don't know how to explain
There's no doubt about it that you've motivated people in so many ways, especially when you had the opportunity to hit the stage on American Idol. You were propelled into the national spotlight. And I just really would like to talk a little bit about that experience, because there's currently a new season of American Idol on.
I'm loving it.
I think they're in season 13 now. Yeah, so I'm sure you don't watch the show like the average person.
I actually do.
You do?
Believe it or not, because I feel so tied to it. Again, just like that camaraderie with Summerfest.
What I mean is you're watching it knowing what they're going through backstage. You don't watch it like we only know what we see. You know the background.
I know, and I'm seeing the camera guys like, what's up? You know, exactly. It is. It's like watching the journey of people that I want to root on, and I want to reach out to. I actually reach out to a lot of the contestants earlier on just to encourage them. Yeah. Because it's not easy, and people think, you know, it's just, you get up there and
it doesn't look easy to me at all. No. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then you're sitting there in front of some of the world's biggest stars. You were performing in front of Steven Tyler, J-Lo, and Randy Jackson.
Exactly.
Hello. So I think I want to ask you this. They've changed judges quite a few times up to this point. Anybody but Simon. Who would have made you nervous out of the pool of judges that are there now?
Anybody but Simon. Honestly, you know, this year they have Harry Connick on. I feel like he would have made me a little bit nervous because simply because he knows music so well, you know, and he'll be like, no, the pitch was not there, or this was out of tune, or
I don't know why I thought you would say Mariah Carey.
No, Mariah. But no, I just because I have such a profound respect for Harry, it's one of those things where you get kind of nervous, but I also feel like he gives great feedback. He gives great critiques and constructive criticism.
So what feedback did you take from the judges from your time on American Idol that you're using today?
You know, honestly, it came from Steven Tyler, and he was just like, find something that fits you and do it. And so for me, I think that was one of the most profound statements that stuck with me, because at that time I actually was not necessarily doing what I feel like my soul was called to do. You know what I mean?
Still finding yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely, on the artist journey. And so, so that was one of the biggest things, was to find something that you love and stick with it and do that, and not worry about what other people think.
And we're going to get a chance to see you perform and show everybody what you found to be the it factor for Naima. I love that. So we want the people at home to definitely stick around to check you out on that level. What artists inspire you up to this point?
Oh, wow. There are so many, on so many different levels, because we can go way back, and we can go to when, you know, my mom's a jazz vocalist, so we can go back to Etta James and Nina Simone and, you know, Ella Fitzgerald. But nowadays I find that, and this is funny coming from me because, you know, it's out there. I'm from the hood, okay? So you would not necessarily expect me to be saying what I'm about to say, but Taylor Swift is actually for me, one of the most respectable artists as far as what she has chosen to do with her celebrity, and how she uses that to change things in the world, and she writes all of her songs. And, you know, of course we got Beyonce, who's bomb. She's ultimate entertainer. We can go back to Michael Jackson. There are so many. Donny Hathaway. I love old school. I love old school. And so there are so many artists. It's not even fair. That's not even a fair question to me.
You know, I get that because as an artist, you have to be inspired on different levels.
Absolutely.
You know, like you said, maybe one level would be songwriting,
Absolutely.
and another would be performance. Yeah, you know, so I get that, but I was just interested in knowing what really gave you that. Okay, they
it
inspired
is that
me.
and India Arie, another one who. Again, it was about the songwriting and the messages in the music transformed me as a person.
Gotcha. And speaking of India Arie, you're working with Blue Miller, who is directly tied to India Arie.
I get excited.
You should be excited.
No, it's you know, some people get excited when they meet a star or someone, right? Like I got to perform with Beyonce on stage, and I got to meet her, and she was humble and down to earth. But it wasn't that moment where I'm like,
I didn't know that. I was like, Beyonce.
Yeah.
I think she's amazing.
She is. But you know, I didn't get like, oh, it's Beyonce. You know, for me, I get like that with some of the songwriters. And Blue Miller is somebody who wrote a couple of the songs that changed my life, Andrea. Okay, so like this is profound for me to be driving up in his driveway to go write with him. That's when I get giddy. You know, and he's an amazing person. Just in general, he's a phenomenal songwriter, phenomenal guitar player. He had his own band, Gibson Miller, back in the day. He was like a rock and roll guy. It's
Look
funny.
At you.
He ended up with India Arie, but that was funny. But no, it's been a blessing. You know?
And I remember, I think it was this past summer at African World Festival.
Yes.
India Arie brings you out on stage,
Lord,
and
let me
I think
tell you.
Did she give you her scarf?
I was a mess. Yes, she gave me her fan.
So you were more moved by India than Beyonce.
I was because again, it's one of those people that has had an effect on my life.
She's an excellent songwriter as well.
Absolutely, and her voice, Lord, flawless runs.
And playing that guitar,
essence,
she just has a lot.
Absolutely,
she has that presence.
She pulled me up on stage. I could not speak. I was crying. I was like, I wasn't even on earth. Okay, but no, it was definitely one of those unforgettable moments in my life.
Well, that's awesome.
And it changed my life because she was actually the one who suggested that I write with Blue. And it was,
who knew?
Yeah.
Well, it's just amazing, all of the great things that are happening for you. I'm really happy for you. And
Thank you.
Blue Miller is not the only outstanding songwriter that you've had a chance to work with.
Not at
Phil
all.
Vassar, a lot of country stars will know exactly who that is.
Yes,
You're right. You've got a song with him, Diary of a City Girl, that you're performing here today.
I am.
Talk about that song and what it means.
I like I said before, I've been going down to Nashville a lot, and when you're in Nashville, you hear country, baby. That's what you hear.
That's what's up.
But there are different genres and all kind of different music. But I heard all these country songs, and they were talking about dirt roads and beer and trucks and all of that great stuff. But I'm from the city, and so I'm here with a country writer, and I know that he's brilliant at finding lyrics and things like that and melodies. And so I said to him, I'm from the city and I want to write about being a city girl. And so I wanted to paint a picture of, growing up in Chicago, growing up in Milwaukee, the subway, the skyline, the block parties, things like that. And so Diary of a City Girl came out, and I love it. It's one of my favorite songs.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yay.
And I came across your holiday project, and you did a couple of songs, and one of them we were playing on the radio.
Yes, I was so excited.
Beautiful New Year's
night. Yeah.
And I just want to know, what was it like for you to hear your song on the radio for the first time?
It's one of those moments where you just kind of sit to yourself and you go, I'm blessed, because you know that there's more to come. And for me, it was great because I grew up listening to like 98.3 and you and V100, all that, whatever. But it was one of those moments where it's just like you feel blessed and you give thanks for that moment, and you just feel grateful to be in a position to turn on your radio and hear yourself and the lyrics that you have worked on, and the hard work that goes into that, because people have no idea.
I feel the same way when I sit down with certain artists. Like, there's some artists I'm like, oh, hey, we just talk. But there's other artists where I'm like, wait a minute. I was like 10 years old doing your song in a talent show. Just recently sat down with El DeBarge, and it was like, for me, I was like, Okay, yeah, this is full circle. You know, new edition for me, full circle. So
that's all right.
I get that. I really do. So I just think it's exciting that the fans here today and the folks at home are going to get a chance to actually see you perform. It's from American Idol to where you are today, and we know that your journey is just beginning. So I'm just really happy for you. Do you still get butterflies before you do a performance?
You know, honestly, I have a moment before I go on stage where I do feel a little bit of that butterfly.
I think you have to. But
but the minute that you step and then I say a prayer, and then the minute I step on stage though, and I hear the music, it's over. I'm home.
I should just let everybody at home know that, you know, it is a privilege to see you on this stage, but you performed, of course, on the American Idol stage. You've appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, Live with Regis and Kelly, Good Morning America, and even Entertainment Tonight, and The Today Show. Like I said, some pretty big stages, but I want to know what it's like to perform right here in the city where you grew up.
It's always wonderful, you know, because I get to look out to faces of people that I know, that I grew up with, that I love, you know, and there's nothing like that hometown support. I promise. I don't know how to explain it, but everybody's kind of rooting for you.
Absolutely.
And so it's always the best kind of feeling for me to be home and performing.
Well, can't wait to see you perform. When we return to Our Issues Milwaukee, we're going to meet the family of Naima Adedapo. It is Family Fest after all, and we'll also see her perform on the main stage here. That and a whole lot more when we return to Our Issues Milwaukee. Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams, and once again, we are here at CW18 and My 24's Family Fest at Wisconsin's largest shopping center, Southridge Mall. It's a pleasure for us to be here, and we have Naima Adedapo, who is here with us for Family Fest. And Naima, we really wanted to get a chance to meet your family since we're here at Family Fest. So introduce us.
This is, we'll go from smallest to tallest. This is Abiola. She is 4 years old, my baby girl. And this is Nalani. Y'all can wave and say hi to everybody.
Say hi.
This is Nalani.
It's still early, you know.
This is my other half.
All right. It's a pleasure to have you here. And your husband here has his own reggae band, and then your mother, as you have mentioned, is an area jazz artist. So she introduced you to music and the art of expression, and you're doing the very same thing for your daughters. How so?
Absolutely. You know, I came up with music in the house. I didn't have a choice, you know. My mom says I came out singing and I was scatting in the bathtub. You know? And they do the exact same thing. You know? They know all of my songs, lyric for lyric. They're singing all kinds of different things, and they're always dancing and harmonizing in the room. We have dance parties at home, you know, where they all get in and all that.
I love that. Thank you so much, and everybody get ready for Naima.
This one is called Beautifully Made.
TV screen, perfection never reflected me. So hard to figure out my place. Insecurities reinforced by shameless people craving more. But what is it worth if you lose yourself? Oh, come on, get up, dance like no one's watching. Shout out, I am beautiful. Free your mind, don't live in the charade. 'Cause you're beautifully made, yeah. All right, y'all got that? You're beautiful, huh? Listen, this world will you were giving no one can buy. Nobody compares, you're one of a kind. Oh, come on, get up, dance like no one's watching. Shout out, I am beautiful. Free your mind, don't live in the charade. 'Cause you're beautiful. Get up, dance like no one's watching. Shout out, I am beautiful. Free your mind, don't live in the charade. 'Cause you're beautifully made, yeah. All right, so this is audience participation time, right? So y'all, I say, I am beautiful. 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 And say, I am beautiful. 'Cause you are beautiful. Yeah, you're beautiful. Said you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. Yeah, you're beautiful. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
How you doing, buddy?
A new day, stoplights blinking, music still in my head, and it got me thinking about last night. I danced till dawn, rolled out of bed and had my clothes still on. Don't care if I got no rest, I'm still breathing and I just feel blessed to walk these streets, to be in this place, to know that I'm part of the human race, and I'm up all day, up all night. Gotta get to work, but I love my life. The city is in me, deeper than a subway, bigger than a skyline. It lives inside this heart of mine. The concrete under my feet, holding me underneath where the street light burns. And another page turns in the diary of a city girl. Yeah. Who knows about city life? I do. Horns honk, the traffic keeps streaming. There's rhythm in the air of a band that's streaming of new tunes that make me wanna sing, like laughter of a child on a playground swing. I walk by, the block party's jumping, the fire hydrants open and the cold water's pumping. Sirens ring and I say a little prayer and send it with love to the angels up there. The city breeze feels so sweet, sound of the streets is home to me. The city is in me, deeper than a subway, bigger than a skyline. It lives inside this heart of mine. The concrete under my feet, holding me underneath where the street light burns. And another page turns in the diary of the city. It's in me, deeper than a subway, bigger than a skyline. It lives inside this heart of mine. The concrete under my feet, holding me underneath where the street light burns. And another page turns in the diary of a city girl, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. In the diary of a city girl. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. In the diary of a city girl. Come on, yeah. In the diary of a city girl, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. just like the snow. And we hear a different song. 'Cause after all the Christmas carols have been sung, the pretty papers ripped and all the rabbits undone. Come on, it's the new year, baby. Throw out the old, it's a fresh start waiting. Put up your hands, been waiting so long. It's a party. Kick out the old, bring in the new. Welcome a change that's good for you. Raise up your glass, sing all like time. Kiss this year goodbye. Oh, on a beautiful New Year's night. Oh, on a beautiful New Year's night. Hey. We'll be rocking our shiny clothes, dancing as the time goes, and wondering where it went. Hey. Got everything turned up now, getting lost in a midnight crowd. This year's got seconds left. People getting wild, we're counting down the clock. The world spins around as the big ball drops. Come on, it's the new year, baby. Throw out the old, it's a fresh start waiting. Put up your hands, you wait so long, 'cause it's a party. Kick out the old, bring in the new. Welcome a change that's good for you. Raise up your glass, sing all like time. Kiss this year goodbye. Oh, on a beautiful New Year's night. Oh, all right, I want some audience participation. Everybody try it like this right here. Come on, it's the new year, baby. Throw out the old, there's a fresh start waiting. Put up your hands, you wait so long. But it's a party. Bring in the new, 'cause it's good for you, yeah. Kiss this year goodbye. Oh, on a beautiful New Year. Come on, it's the new year, baby. Throw out the old, there's a fresh start waiting. Put up your hands, you wait so long. It's a party. Kick out the old, bring in the new. Welcome a change that's good for you. Raise up your glass, sing all like time. Kiss this year goodbye. Oh, yeah. Kiss this year. Kiss this year goodbye.
Well, there you have it. My guest has been singer, songwriter, dancer, and actress Naima Adedapo. She made us proud as hometown talent on season 10 of American Idol, and as you can see, she hasn't stopped yet. A huge thank you to Naima and her family for joining us here at CW18 and My 24's Family Fest 2014. We're truly happy for all of her success and look forward to seeing where her journey takes her next. You can follow Naima on Facebook and Twitter or check out her website at mynaima.com. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues, Milwaukee. Have a great day.